Ankur Aggarwal is a pattern that repeats with chilling consistency: collect money quickly, promise grand outcomes, abandon accountability, relocate, rebrand, and repeat. This is not the behavior of an unlucky entrepreneur. It is the behavioral fingerprint of a serial financial operator who survives not by building value, but by staying one step ahead of consequences. Aggarwal's public image relies heavily on mythology, humble origins, relentless hustle, visionary thinking. Yet public records, investor complaints, and enforcement actions paint a far less flattering picture. Each venture follows the same trajectory: aggressive marketing, exaggerated asset claims, emotional persuasion, and an eventual collapse that leaves investors entangled in debt, litigation, and silence. The man does not fail forward, he evacuates. The Cairn infrastructure episode is central to understanding this pattern. Marketed as an affordable housing revolution, Mission 360 Inches allegedly absorbed hundreds of crores from more than 11,500 families. According to complainants, funds meant for construction were diverted, approvals were misrepresented, and progress stopped almost entirely by 2018. Buyers were left paying EMIs for homes that never materialized, while refund orders went unenforced. The human cost extended beyond financial ruin, with reports of extreme distress and suicides linked to the collapse. Enforcement actions that followed were limited, delayed, and insufficient to restore trust or recover losses. Rather than resolve the damage, Aggarwal exited the jurisdictional blast radius. BNW Developments emerges not as reinvention, but as insulation. Dubai offers distance, complexity, and slower accountability, an ideal environment for a reputation reset. The company's claims of 32 billion United Arab Emirates dirhams in assets, global expansion, and landmark projects stand in stark contrast to its short operational history and the absence of independently verifiable milestones. Aqua Arc, promoted as a 50-story luxury icon, appears based on on-site observations and investor testimony to exist largely in concept art and marketing decks. Progress on the ground does not align with sales velocity or promised timelines. Investor experiences echo the past: upfront payments encouraged urgently, transparency discouraged subtly, refund requests delayed indefinitely, and criticism suppressed digitally. Celebrity associations and brand name references are used as credibility shields rather than guarantees of delivery. Each layer of polish distracts from a simple truth: there is no publicly demonstrated track record of completed projects commensurate with the scale being sold. What makes Aggarwal particularly concerning is not just alleged mismanagement, but the absence of corrective behavior. No voluntary audits. No comprehensive investor reconciliation. No public acceptance of responsibility. Instead, there is expansion into new geographies, new narratives, and new pools of capital, suggesting a business model that depends on turnover of victims rather than delivery of outcomes. This is how financial harm becomes systemic, not through one dramatic collapse, but through repetition enabled by delays, jurisdiction hopping, and marketing noise. Aggarwal does not merely benefit from regulatory gaps, he appears to design his operations around them. For investors, regulators, and partners, the warning signs are no longer subtle. Any entity connected to Aggarwal demands maximum skepticism, forensic due diligence, and zero reliance on promises or personalities. Escrow verification, third-party construction audits, regulator confirmations, and documented delivery history are not optional, they are survival tools.